নেটের প্রবলেম হয়েছে, স্লোলি স্টুডেন্টরা ঢুকছে, 438 হয়েছে, আর একটু 5-6 মিনিট দেখে নিলে স্যার ওরা একটু মানে স্টুডেন্টরা সব মানে রাশ করছে এবং সবাই জিজ্ঞাসা করছে বারবার যে whether we can মানে whether it has started or we can wait a bit, so একটু স্যার 5 minutes দেখে নিচ্ছে, নিয়ে we are starting the program sir. 4:59 হয়ে গেছে, so near about 900 have registered for today's program. মানে it was in the evening মানে till 3:30, তো এতক্ষণে আরো বেশি হয়ে গেছে স্যার, সবাই ওরা জয়েন করার জন্য ভেরি মাচ ইন্টারেস্টেড।
আচ্ছা,
এখানে কি স্টুডেন্ট বলতে আমাদের ইন হাউস না বাইরেরও আছে?
Only in-house newcomers.
মানে both BSc, undergraduate and postgraduate.
হ্যাঁ, UG PG both.
Okay, so this is as per their new orientation program, the first day of the university.
Student orientation program.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
আমার মনে হয় প্রথমে আমাদের যে গেস্ট আছেন ডক্টর শঙ্করনাথের সঙ্গে ইন্ট্রোডিউস করে দেওয়া যাক যারা আছেন এখানে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
ডক্টর দাশগুপ্ত, আপনি তাহলে এই কাজটা আপনি কমপ্লিট করুন। ইন্ট্রোডাকশন অফ ডক্টর শঙ্করনাথ with all our officials and directors.
Okay, so Dr. Shankar Nath is a very well-known oncologist and well-known doctor also, and so he has many other qualities, and one of them is writing on scientific topics, and for that he got Ravindra Purashkar and many other awards also, and he also did a lot of painting. He's a very good painter and also a singer, and he's very recently one of his painting has been inaugurated in our assembly about Rashtraguru Surendranath Bandopadhyay, and also on Madhusudan Gupta, actually, who did the first cadaver dissection actually, and in Calcutta Medical College, and started officially the medical education in India. He did the portrait for Madhusudan Gupta, because earlier portrait got lost actually because of unfortunate reason, and it is still there in Calcutta Medical College. And apart from that, he is doing a lot of charitable activities also in terms of providing treatment to various communities. He has got tremendous contribution in our society, and specifically regarding the heritage of Bengal, he has extraordinary knowledge, and in our last book fair stall, he gave it such a good lecture, and I think people from all around gathered and listened to his lecture. I think got almost spellbound, and so that is about very briefly about Dr. Nath. And here we are all here, directors and officials and teachers and staffs of the university. One by one, I will try to introduce Nath. I'll start with a very senior person, director, Professor Pranavesh Chakraborty. Pranavesh Da is one of our very, favorite personality of MAKAUT. Right from the beginning, he is here from the birth of MAKAUT, and very well-known, figure of. He was a professor of Jadavpur University, and he has tremendous contribution in this university, even from outside, and now he is inside. Okay, Pranavesh Da, very good evening, and Dr. Shankar Nath's সাথে পরিচয় হয়ে গেল, আপনারা দায়িত্ব নিয়ে নেবেন, ঠিক আছে? Dr. Nath, very versatile person. And next on my right side, Anandarup Sarangi, He is our placement officer, young man, and very energetic. And so Anandarup also has written, just like you, maybe on some other topic, he has written books. Actually, he has started following your path, writing books. Okay, and he is very energetic person. Anandarup.
Yeah, good
So
evening, sir.
here now, Dr. Shankar Nath is there, today's
Good evening, Sango sir.
guest. Yeah, and Brototi madam, Dr.
Yes,
Brototi
sir.
Ghosh, she is actually, in fact, from I think from very beginning of the university itself, she is here, and she is actually controlling in one hand lot of things, actually lot of activities, and mostly the register section is very much dependent on her, and everything from starting from admission to it's a pin to elephant. She is doing, I think, giving a great service to the university. Have been doing it for for a long time, and we all are very much grateful to her. And now, ma'am, Dr. Shankar Nath is here. So actually, she will be interacting on behalf of university from time to time with you also, because Dr. Shankar Nath is getting associated with us. I think for cultural side, and he has got another side that is medical. I think actually knowledge, and for that also we will be inviting him, because we have also started certain digital health activities. And then we have Professor Raja Banerjee, one of the senior most professors of biotechnology. So
Good evening to
very
all.
senior person, and needs no introduction, and has got one tremendous contribution in this university. And now Professor Banerjee, now here is another icon, I think, of our time, Dr. Shankar Nath. As I told you, that's only the very brief thing. And I think you get associated with Dr. Nath, and now Dr. Banerjee is actually is working with many, very renowned universities of institutions of India and abroad. And so you get acquainted with, so later on you can interact. So this is only starting, and you can interact further in the future. And then we have
Good
Dr.
evening,
Shom.
actually, it's a great pleasure for me to be introduced today. Hope we have a very good time in future, and we can, if the time permits and the destiny permits, we will basically may contribute to the university together with a high hope.
And Dr. Shomdatta Chakraborty, she is IQAC director and head of the department of IT department, and very energetic personality. And she is looking after I think number of courses. I think the maximum number of courses are under her department. And and it is, in fact, for I think each and every program, I think especially the academic programs, she is one of the major contributor. So now, ma'am, so Dr. Shankar Nath is here, and you have heard about Shankar Nath, and you will be hearing also his lecture. He is very, and I think I don't know whether you are heard in book fair or not, but probably you are not there, maybe. But Dr. Nath will be giving a number of lectures on our Bengal NSA figures. And so this is the starting, and we will later on also we'll have a lot of interactions. So I request you to be with, I think, get associated with her. And then we have Dr. Mohammad Akhtaruddin. He is information scientist.
Good evening, everybody.
Actually computer specialist, actually information scientist. If we say, we do not describe his talent and activities. He is very prolific, computer scientist basically, and he is looking after a lot of things regarding all these our IT, connectivities and all that, internet connectivities and infrastructures, everything. So Dr. Aftaruddin, now Dr. Nath is here. And so we now move on to Dr. Subhashish Datto. And Dr. Datto is our controller of examination, and he is taking up initiatives in many, many areas, and many new systems he has introduced. And he joined not long back, but within a very short time, he has taken a lot of initiatives, and I think he made a lot of things more systematic. He's also looking after board of studies. And Dr. Datto,
Thank you and good evening.
is here. So I think now you get associated, and from now onwards, I think it will be a wonderful journey. Okay. So our next person is Dr. Patrick Lahiri. He is our honorable registrar, sir, but I can't see his face. I think, sir, Dr. Nath is here. So Dr. Lahiri was earlier with Jadavpur University, and now he has joined us. And so he is actually, we are all dependent on him, and he is the man who is actually continuing the show of the university. So, and managing all the activities. He is the ultimate person of managing all the infrastructures, everything, systems, everything. So Dr. Lahiri, Dr. Nath is here. So you get associated with him, and now onwards you will see he is very culturally very prominent figure, Dr. Nath. And next we move on to Mr. Anup Kumar.
Thank you, Dasgupta sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Nice to join this program.
Yeah, and now Dr. Nath will be giving a lot of, other, will be starting other, lectures of, all Bengal Renaissance figures. So that will be also very interesting. And Anup Kumar Mukherjee, assistant registrar, and he is very energetic person, young man, and he is actually maintaining the campus. Campus, if you say anything about campus, he is the person whom we should contact. We normally contact him, and he is the person who is actually, I think, responsible for each and every activities of the campus. So starting from during COVID, we distributed a lot of, provisions to different, village, nearby villages and all that. And Anup was actually, and also we made a lot of, this masks and also this sanitizers, and we distributed free of cost. And Anup is actually the person who I think managed all these things. Actually, we depend on him very much for all such activities, apart from the assistance to academics and other things. So Anup, please get associated with Dr. Nath. So from now onwards, you will remain associated with Dr. Nath. You will be associated with university from now onwards. Okay.
Thank you, Professor Dasgupta sir, and good evening to all of you, please.
Thank you. So then next we have Dr. Shapon Maiti. He is one of the senior most officer, and he is actually inspector of colleges. He has a very sharp eye, and he keeps everything in a proper state, and it sees that everybody obeys the rules, and especially the colleges actually. So he's very, very important person, and he's actually on him. Whole university depends actually that how to maintain such a big. We have got more than 200 colleges, and all these colleges are being maintained because in a proper status mainly because of him, and he is the main person. And apart from that, he's a very nice person. Okay, so everybody is nice, and he is also one of them. And Dr. Maiti, we have now Dr. Shankar Nath. If you have must have heard about him, whatever little I told, but when you will be hearing him, I think it will be more exciting one. So kindly get associated with him. Next is our Tapun. Yeah. Tapan Kumar Padia, he is our director, and he was a professor of in Calcutta University earlier, and now he is with us, and he is looking after the energy sector and energy studies and all these things, and also as a very I mean nice person, and very very cool person also. I mean, he never gets much excited like us and all that, and very, I mean, it's a very good decorum all the time. So Dr. Padia, Professor Padia, Dr. Nath is here, so kindly be associated with Dr. Nath. And next we have Professor Sukhendu Samajdar. Yes, Sukhendu Samajdar. Professor Samajdar is director of School of Natural Science and what is that? Social Sciences
Life
also.
science.
What is the new name of the social science? Yeah, applied sciences. Like the name has got changed a little bit. Anyway, so Professor Samajdar is very, artistic personality, I must say. Whenever he, submits a report, whenever he gives a talk, he always maintains a style. That is something very uncommon from at least with us. And he, apart from that, he is very, I think, academically he is very good and very renowned person. So now Dr. Professor Samajdar, I am now introducing you to Dr. Nath. He is very culturally I mean, apart from being a well-known doctor, he is culturally also very good. So yes.
Namaskar, Dr. Nath. It is a pleasure and privilege to make acquaintance with a polymath like you.
Okay.
Hope to work
Thank
together.
you. And then Professor Devashish De, I can see now here. Professor Devashish De is director. Professor Devashish, I can't see your face. Yeah, no. Okay. Devashish De, one of the youngest professors of this university, and he is actually the person who has come within 2% of the scientists of the world, who, I mean, in terms of contribution, academic contribution, and very recently, and he has worked on various things, basically computer science, specialist, and he is here from, I think, almost from the beginning. And Devashish is very energetic person, and very energetic and very active person. Very rarely you find such a person, and very with that kind of energy. I think, and he has a long path to cover, and he's very young. So Devashish, this Professor Dr. Nath is here. So
Yes.
you, and Devashish is also culturally very good. Devashish comes from a very cultural family. I mean, music and other things that, as he told me, that other things are there in the family, and he has done some research on music also. Okay, I mean, this yes, am I correct, Devashish?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And also,
So
good evening, and thanks
now
to
here you have.
yeah.
You
And I've
have,
heard lecture many times,
yeah.
and every time I listen to him, I really enjoy. It is not a lecture; it's just like a movie. You know that he tells something in very nicely to the audience, and will remember every line. I can remember every line of his lecture still till today. So it is really privilege to be with him. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So everything comes out very spontaneously from Dr. Nath, and now we have very, senior person, Professor Indranil Mukherjee. He he has taken a lot of responsibilities of the university, and he was acting controller once upon a time, then acting registrar also, apart from being a professor of management sciences, and very meritorious person, and very academically very extraordinary. And Professor as person also is very good. But I can see Professor Mukherjee. Okay, so Professor Mukherjee, here Dr. Nath is available. Dr. Nath, from now onwards, he will be associated with us, And I think in book fair, I think you have heard of him, probably, I can't remember. Yes. And so, so I think from now onwards, you
Please unmute your mic, sir.
Yeah, mic is has to be. Yeah.
Okay. We are extremely privileged and honored to have Dr. Nath with us, and we are confident that we will have a very, very productive time with Dr. Nath, and we will take the university to newer heights, greater heights of glory, and he will be he will guide us, handhold us in that process. Thank you. Thanks a lot to Professor Dashgupta.
Thank you, thank you. And now we have Najmun Nessa, Miss Najmun Nessa. Actually, she is our librarian. She is looking after the library, and he is a very, renowned library science personality. And she is maintaining our library in a very, very good state. And a lot of facilities in the library have been added, and I think with her initiatives. And I think, and in COVID, of course, we are not physically referring to the library very much, but she is still taking a lot of initiatives and providing a very a large amount of resource for students, staffs, and faculty members. And Najmun, Dr. Nath is here, and from now onwards, he will get associated. And today we definitely we will be getting some glimpses of his spontaneous oration, and from now onwards you'll be hearing it, because we'll be having a certain lecture series also on Bengal icons from Dr. Nath, and so kindly be associated with him. Okay. And anyone else, I don't know whether anybody else is there or not. I can't see on the screen. Ma'am, Brodati ma'am, anybody else is there, or I have covered everyone?
So we have the pleasure it's my pleasure to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shoikat Moitru, who is with us, and from the very beginning of the program. And just, sir, in spite of your busy schedule, it's wonderful to have you with us to deliver to the students. And thank you, Professor Shivamai Dashgupta, Director, School of Engineering Sciences, for giving such a wonderful introductory session. And even we welcome Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath. I do have the proud privilege of working with him, or rather knowing him for the last 30 years. I've worked with him on many issues, and it was wonderful working with him for the last, and in the days to come, I'll get the privilege of working with him more. So now to begin with, as you all know, the Student Orientation Program is being organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the University. And today we have the Director of the cell, Dr. Somdatta Chakraborty, with us. Madam, I would request you to welcome the students to this program.
introduce করে দাও হলো না তো
Dr. Professor Shivamai Dashgupta করেছেন, sir. Thank you, sir. Madam, please.
Evening to all. Most respected dignitaries in the panel, respected teachers, and dear students. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate all of you for getting admitted to the only state technological university of West Bengal. Dear students, you have joined in different programs of the university, and please consider this as an important decision in your career and life. All of us would agree that due to the present prevailing pandemic situation, our ways of thinking and doing things have been challenged. We have needed to adjust the way we live, we think, we work, and teach as well. So together, we have met the challenge. We have shown ourselves adaptable and innovative, and most of all, compassionate. We have found ways to move forward just as you have. For the new students, you are in another transition from school level to college level or university level. And the learning process now will be totally different. Either earlier, it was mostly teacher-centric, and now it is going to be more student-centric. In this system, the learning outcomes are very important. Apart from the grades, what will also be very important is to frame your attitude in the next few years towards the society, explore and widen your knowledge horizon beyond the classroom education, and to become more innovative and committed students. And the choice is entirely up to you, students. In today's virtual orientation program, you will be listening to, you will be learning about the policies, the procedures, the practices, the culture, and the values of the university from the administrative and academic decision makers of the university. They are very important, and please listen to them very carefully. I once again welcome you all to the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Students, you heard from Dr. Shobhdatta Chakraborty. She is Director, IQSC, that is the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the university. And besides that, she's the HOD, Head of the Department of Information Technology. And so you have, in this introductory session, Professor Shivamai Dasgupta gave you all a brief about the officials who are present here and the academicians who are present here. They are the directors of the school mainly. So to begin with, I would request the Registrar of the University, Dr. Patrick Lahiri, to address the students. So since the registration process is also on, so I would request you, sir, to begin the session. Sir.
Good evening. Good evening to all the panelists and my dear students. On behalf of the university, I welcome you all to our university, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology. We call it as MAKAUT. This is the state nodal university on engineering education, mainly engineering and management education. I hope students, if you see or if you notice it minutely, you will be finding that we have introduced a large number of courses, but almost all the courses are very timely. All are extremely timely and kind of mostly on rising sun subject. So I hope that you will enjoy your session at MAKAUT, and once you go out of the MAKAUT, you will have a bright future after studying these courses. The only bad news is that we are now away from the campus because of this COVID situation. Particularly, the students are not being allowed to come to the university or colleges. We hope that soon the situation will improve, because in every day's newspaper, we are reading about, or we come to see a lot of news on the vaccine of coronavirus. Hopefully, if the vaccine comes and if the situation improves, once again, we will meet in the campus like the usual usual course of action, by means of which students come to campus and they take classes, they enjoy their sessions, they enjoy their stay in the campus, they enjoy their life in the campus. Hopefully, soon the situation will improve and you will be able to come to the campus and you will be able to enjoy the beauty of the campus, which is on a lush green area of 40 acres near the outskirts of the city. So with this, I once again welcome all the students to this university, beautiful university, and hope that you will be a very bright future very soon after going through your courses and after coming out with flying colors. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Students, you just heard from Dr. Patrick Lahiri. He's the registrar of our university. And now we have with us Dr. Shapun Kumar Maiti. He is the inspector of colleges. Just you heard from Professor Shivaman Dashgupta. He's a very immaculate person and he takes all the pain in maintaining the university in a proper manner regarding these courses and the infrastructure always, including the affiliated colleges also. So would you please address the students? Dr. Shapun Kumar Maiti. So your mic is mute, so you have to unmute your mic, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, other respected panelists in this program. On behalf of the university, I welcome all the students who had admitted in our university. My earlier speakers, they have already spelled out that this is the nodal university looking after the engineering, management, pharmacy, architecture, and other various programs. We are running these programs in the affiliated colleges. A few programs are unique in our campus. Those unique courses, many students, I have heard from my veteran colleagues, directors, that they have admitted. And one thing I want to tell all the students present today, you had already passed out from the school education system. A few of your friends have admitted in the colleges, but you have admitted in the university. You will get different tests here because you will come across during your teaching learning process the veteran professor in our university who will teach you during your course curriculum, and the friends who had already admitted in different colleges, they will come for their master's degree in the university. Naturally, you are having more advantage than your friends undergoing in the colleges. Side by side, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, we have introduced some courses in order to make a healthy competition among our colleges. Some courses are common along with our colleges. Naturally, you will have to compete with them, but you will get more resources here because veteran faculty members are here. They will teach you. Naturally, you will get added advantage here. Let me tell you one thing. During the course curriculum, what will be the output of this higher education system? In education system, what will be the outcome of the systems? That is the learning of the student. Whatever you learn during your study for the 4 years or 3 years, as the case may be. So during that time, in the industry, what we do? We apply with the, in the industry, we start with the raw material. You are our student, so naturally we will start with you. Here in this education system, you are the raw material. The veteran teachers, they are the priest of the university. Naturally, they will apply the teaching learning process. Like manufacturing process, here teaching learning process will take place. We, the administrator, will give you the weapon to the teachers and all the students community so that the teaching learning process can take place smoothly, so that learning of the students after completion of the course may be carried out at the full desired level. So I will tell you to utilize the time. our university is having a very good infrastructure that you will come across during your study. If you utilize your time, we have a very good library, also Wi-Fi campus, everything is there. What the directors will tell about their departments and faculties. So if you utilize your time, naturally, you will prove yourself as a successful one. Side by side, we expect you from the very beginning that in the coming days, in future, after completion of the course, you will be the flag bearer of this university. If you shine in your life, naturally, our university will be alive among the stakeholders of higher education. Naturally, we are giving you some sort of responsibility to bear in the coming days, so that you may be the flag bearer of this university in the coming days. I wish you all success, and we are here under the dynamic leadership of Professor Soikomotro, our Honorable Vice Chancellor. He is taking a lot of initiative for providing infrastructure to the student, and always we are here to help you. So lastly, I will tell you, I pray to Almighty so that your mission and vision to undergo the course of this university will be fulfilled, and we will always there to help you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Students, you heard from Dr. Shapun Kumar Maiti. He's our Inspector of Colleges. He explained to you how the administrators, they work as facilitators for smooth running of the academics. Now, we have with us the Controller of Examination, Dr. Shubhashish Dotto. So may I request you to deliver in this program.
Thank you. Good evening, my dear students. So if you are searching for the best place in West Bengal to take professional courses, I hope your search ends here. You have come to the right place. Now, being controller of examinations and taking assessment of the students is a part which you need to understand in a very micro level. And in this university, we follow more of continuous assessments rather than one end-term assessment at the end of the semester. So all those details you need to truly understand in micro level. So I hope there would be another a special session for understanding the examination regulations and all that for this purpose. But today in the introductory part, I must tell you that which are special at this university. So the BTech courses which are there, they are the courses with outcome, prepared based on outcome-based education, which is the as per following the norms of NBA, and the non-AICT courses, the BSc courses where you have joined, and the other management courses. Those courses are drafted based on CBCS, choice-based credit system. So this is our university only that they have explored to take out the best out of the CBCS pattern, and we have introduced the basket of electives. So students, if you are studying whatever subjects you are studying, but you will have the scope of studying other subjects apart from your core area. That is from the different baskets where you will also learn different technological courses, the courses of human and values, and also pure sciences. So that is the part how the university is planning with the able leadership of the Honorable Vice Chancellor. Also, not only that, to open the globe in front of you. This is the first university, I repeat, this is the first university in the state that who have introduced the credit transfer scheme, and this would be effective from this session only. And if any students want to take some courses in some online platform, and if the courses are mapped with our curriculum, students would be allowed to take the courses online, and the certificates could be given due weightage, and that would be included in our mark sheet in order to calculate your grade of the semester. So that is a wonderful thing we are doing. Not only that, apart from that, you will have some courses, MOOCs courses, online courses. If you take those courses, so instead of taking a simple degree of say BSc, you will get honors degree togetherly if you complete 20 credit points online. So those things I'll someday explain in detail. Not only in academics, but also in order to increase your potential or nurture your potential in other co-curricular activities. University has introduced the concept of MAR, that is mandatory additional requirements. You need to earn 25 points in each year in mandatory additional requirements. There are different various activities, co-curricular activities. For each of the activities there are points. Suppose if you if you plant a tree, you will get 1 point. If you go for a seminar, you will get 3 points. If you deliver some lecture in some seminar, you will get 5 points. If you donate blood, then for that you have some points. You have organized, if you organize blood donation camp, you have more points on that. So every year you need to earn 25 points along with your academia in order to get your degree. So that is another wonderful opportunity to you in order to nurture your co-curricular activities. Other part is there would be a very formal structured mentoring system is there. The mentors would be there, would be continuously in touch with each of the individual students, and they will record your not only academics but also your interest area, your improvemental part. Those things are definitely there. And apart from there, towards the end of the courses, there would be, definitely, since you have joined a professional course, the job opportunities are most. I hope our placement officer will give you details. Probably he is doing a wonderful job also. So getting a job once you study well from this university would not be a difficult one. And even in the pandemic scenario, we have done well in respect of placement of this university. So these are the few areas, and the syllabus we are continuously upgrading. Lab we are introducing new in every semester. So in that way, from where I have started, I believe you have reached to the best institute, and now you need to do the hard work to achieve most out of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Students, you heard from Dr. Shubhashis Dotto. He's the controller of examinations of our university. And some of you have raised the question of credit system being explained to you. He has just said in his speech that in the days to come, he'll be explaining such things to you. So need not worry. Today is only the beginning, and you'll be with us for minimum of 2 years for PG students, and for the undergraduate student, either 3 years or 4 years. So you'll be able to learn about it in the days to come. Now we have
a presentation for the very specific this purpose, the rules and regulations. And in the days to come, I'll arrange one session with the students where I'll explain all these credit system and how the mark sheets are prepared, and what are the things there in our university. So I'll give that presentation someday.
So thank you, sir. So academic calendar, we will come to know. It will be uploaded in our university website. Just the beginning. So it will be uploaded in the university website, the academic calendar, once the academic starts in a full-fledged manner. So now we have with us Dr. Mohammad Aftabuddin. He's the information scientist of our university. And as you heard from Professor Shibama Dashgupta, he is a man of academics also, and he knows computer very well. So students, if you have any friends or ex-students from this university, you'll come to know that he helps the students a lot in their academics also. So you can always approach him on any point, on any difficulties or anything you face. So sir, may I request you to address the students today?
Thank you. I welcome all new students to this university. As you know, this is the largest university in West Bengal, pertaining technology, management, and other professional courses, including pharmacy and all other courses. So from this year, we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor has introduced so many new courses in emerging areas. You can find the name of the courses are just not just like other all general courses. You can find something is different, and those syllabus will be like that. uh, what you have to do, since most of the courses are new, so you will not get old question papers and all those. So you have to be careful, you have to follow the classes, you have to be attentive to the classes also. What I suggest you, don't miss all those classes. And another thing, you should keep in continuous touch with the course coordinator or HOD, because there will be many things just like scholarships and all those things. It will not be possible that single student will apply. So it you should come through, or you should apply through those uh, course coordinators. That will be better for you. And as I told you, these courses are cutting edge. You can find those courses are different, I told. So you have to give some more effort. Right now we are having these online courses, and we hope in near future, very near future, we will be able to meet you face to face in the campus. And there are hostels and for boys, girls, and we have Wi-Fi, internet, and everything. There are big library, so you should utilize those. And another thing, these transportation and all those things, we are well connected now. It was there were less bus and all those things on the road, but now government is has taken some initiatives, so there are some routes, and one bus terminus is coming up also. So those who stay or will not stay, they will also be able to come. I hope and I pray for you that you will be come out with flying colors, and you will find this university suitable for you. And this is a for from all students, you should keep contact with senior students also. That is my recommendation. Thank you all. I welcome you.
Thank you, sir. Students, you heard from Dr. Mohammad Aftabuddin. He's the information scientist of our university. And as he said, that we have a wonderful library, and we have the assistant librarian, Ms. Nazmuknesa, with us. Madam, can we request you to please address the students now with the facilities available in the library in this COVID period, which they can use it since they are not being able to visit a library physically. So please, ma'am, just deliver this to the students.
Dear student, good evening to all of you. I welcome you to our university. Our university has a very good library, and we also have e-books collection so that you can use those books through this COVID period. All the links are given to your departments, so you can contact them. And if there is any problem, you can contact me also. I am always there to help you all. So please contact me. Don't hesitate to contact me anytime, anywhere. And now again, I welcome you to our university. So that's all.
Thank you, madam. You heard from Ms. Nazmuknesa. She is the assistant librarian of the university. And as she said, she's always there to help you out. Now, we have Mr. Anup Kumar Mukherjee. He's the assistant registrar for university. At the end of the program, he'll be taking you to a virtual tour of the university main campus at Haringata. But before that, he will give you a presentation on the facilities available in this university, especially in our main campus at Haringata. So may I request you to start with your deliberation.
Thank you, Dr. Brutodi Ghosh, ma'am. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. Shoykot Moitru, sir, respected Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath, sir, our esteemed panelists, and my dear students. I extend a warm welcome to all of you today. And I am Anup Kumar Mukherjee, the Assistant Registrar of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal. I will take a few minutes of yours to give you an overview that what are the facilities that we will offer you when you will be joining our campus. You have already joined MAKAUT. So with the permission of all of you, I am sharing the presentation. Ma'am, this is visible? Rututi ma'am?
Yeah, it is visible. It is visible,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good evening, students. This is our students orientation program. Before I start, note it down. This is the address and contact numbers of our Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology. This is the main campus, Huringhata, Simhat, Nodia 741249. These are the important contact numbers, and this is our website address. We have one more city office address, that is at Salt Lake. For registration related queries, you can contact the contact numbers which are there reflected on your screen. You can kindly note it down, for in case of any inconvenience, you can anytime contact those numbers which are reflected on the screen. Students, this Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, that was formerly known as West Bengal University of Technology, is NIRF ranked, that is NAC accredited, and affiliates more than 200 plus colleges in West Bengal. What about this NIRF ranked and NAC accreditation? You know that ISMs, IIMs, all those are NIRF ranked. And yes, our university is also NIRF ranked and NAC accredited. Our university is named after Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Yes, the Bharat Ratna awardee, the to the core freedom fighter, and we are proud that our university is named after this great freedom fighter. Our team, the team of MAKAUT, we have Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Shoikat Moitra, who is the motivation for the entire team of MAKAUTs. We have the academics, we have directors, HODs, and faculty members, and believe you me that they are extremely experienced in their field. And in the part of administration, we have the officers and staff. We have extremely experienced officers and the staff who are always there to help you out in case of any requirement. Now, before I start, I'd like to ask you one question, that who are you? My dear students, from today onward, you have only one identity, that you are a MAKAUTian. You are a MAKAUTian. You know that when the cub, the young one of a tiger or a lion is born, it has got no incarnation ceremony. The day it is born, it is the king of jungle. And yes, today you are also MAKAUTian. And in the future, you will be ruling the world. And that will be the proud moment for all of us. So we have all the best wishes for you so that you come up with flying colors. Before we proceed to the next slides, I would like to tell you that we have certain don'ts in the campus. We have certain rules, and you know that we as administrators, we will strictly watching you that these don'ts ought to be followed by you every time. No smoking and drinking is permitted when you are in the campus. From the day you are entering the campus, no smoking and drinking is permitted. No ragging. This is a very important factor which I will be discussing in the next slides. Believe you me that this is a ragging-free campus. This is a no plastic zone. We MAKAUTians, we develop healthy habits for the sake of the nature. And we all let us contribute. No plastics, no polythene, that is not permitted inside the campus. And we, as MAKAUTians, we assure you, we will give you the cleanest atmosphere, environment inside the campus. No gambling is permitted inside and no damaging of university properties, whether it is the classrooms, your hostels, your canteens, or anywhere. You will find many infrastructures in the campus, and damaging of university campus, university properties is an offense. And I hope that you will abide by that. This is a joyful campus. And when students, they indulge in ragging, that becomes the problem for all of us. And this, you have to oppose ragging, as well as you cannot involved in ragging also. Whenever you are found involved in ragging, serious actions will be taken for those who will be involved in the ragging and all. This is a ragging-free campus, and you know that what are the consequences of ragging? That is humiliation, ruined career, suspension, blacklisted, and all those. So students, I request all of you to kindly don't involve in ragging activities. And in case if you find anything going on which is very much, you don't like, please get back to us. We are always there. We have anti-ragging committee. We will provide you the contact numbers of all those keeping an eye on you. Please inform them in case if you are not well, you find anything wrong, please inform them. We will provide you the contact numbers. Now I will be discussing about the campus facilities that we will offer you. My dear students, we have e-classrooms. Presently we have half of the classrooms are e-classrooms, but before you join, we will be converting all the classrooms into e-classrooms where smart boards, smart rostrums, and computerized classrooms, everything will be there. We have a very, very enhanced language lab, which will contribute to enhance your communication skills so that you don't have problems facing, that interviews or future exams and all. That is a very new addition to our university. It was added last year only. That will contribute to your grooming only. We have Robo Lab. That is a very advanced lab we have. We have 3D printing lab. We have latest computer labs. All the biotech labs are modular. That is all, that up to the mark. You will enjoy doing all experiments in our biotech labs. We have beautiful workshops which have all the facilities to offer you. You will enjoy walking in our workshops which are close to the lap of the nature.
So you need to change the slide. It's not visible right now.
Now it is visible, ma'am?
No, it's not yet visible.
Visible. Campus facility we offer, it is continuing.
Yes, visible.
It is continuous.
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Visible.
Okay, ma'am. So we have uninterrupted power supply in the campus. That is 24/7. We have uninterrupted power supply in the campus. Free Wi-Fi is throughout the campus. As our Dr. Aftabuddin sir, our information scientist sir, he is looking after this, and he has also told you that our Wi-Fi is throughout the campus. That is free. We have a beautiful auditorium where you will be conducting a lot of seminars, workshops, and cultural events. We'll keep, and one thing I can assure you that we'll be keeping you busy throughout. We have many cultural events. We have many seminars, workshops. Even we have, last time we had Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath sir as our, speaker there. So we will be conducting many, seminars there also. We have a very good guest house. This guest house, we were planning to give it to your parents who will be visiting you also with a very nominal charge with all facilities. That is a beautiful guest house. We have separate boys and girls hostel with all facilities, separate girls and boys canteen with good quality cooked food. And then we have common rooms with all play equipments and television sets. We have bicycles for students. Presently, we have 12 bicycles in the boys hostel and 8 in the girls hostel. Whenever you want to go have a tour around the campus, you can use it, or you can enjoy the ride. We have provision shops where you will be getting all the stationery items, including chocolates and all other necessary items, pen, pencils, copies, and all study materials. We have a beautiful cafe kariguri where you will be getting all delicious food items. There you can order foods. They will get it delivered to your hostel also. Those provision shop and cafe kariguri are made out of this container, that is shipping containers. Those are really, really beautiful, and those are praised by all the visitors who are visiting the campus. This, as I have already told you, that this is a plastic-free campus, and we wish our students also follow that, and we would like to see them that they also contribute making it plastic-free. Our campus is very eco-friendly and green campus. We have, diverse flora and fauna. You will enjoy you know, that evening, the morning, dawn and dusk and all. We have 24/7 medical facility. We have one general physician, one gynecologist, and one psychological counselor. So you can get any help from them. You can contact them through the phone also. They are available 24/7. Our security services, yes, they are very strict, but they are very helpful. They are very helpful. They are very extremely, you know, that experienced people. They have served in army and defenses. They are always there to help you out. They are there in your hostels. We have ladies security personnel in the girls hostels. We have men security personnel in the boys hostel, and they are very, very helpful. But they will not, you know, permit you break any rules. They will care you. They can help you anytime, whenever you want. We have efficient housekeeping staff. They keep and maintain the campus clean, the hostels clean, the classrooms clean. Hopefully, you also need to contribute to the cleanliness. That is your classrooms, your surroundings and all. We have a beautiful street library. This is apart from the central library we have. This street library is a very new concept. You will really that whenever you have free time, you can sit, you can carry books, and whenever you feel like, you can donate books. That is open 24/7. That is apart from the central library. We have a beautiful rainwater harvesting and groundwater water recharge unit. That is our endeavor towards the nature. We recharge the groundwater, because you know that in future we will be having scarcity of water and all. My dear students, I will be taking you for a campus tour, and hopefully you will like it. You will really, really enjoy it. This is available on YouTube also.
So we'll see this after the deliberation from Dr. Shankurnath. This campus tour, we'll leave it for the end, sir. Okay. So
Okay.
Please be with us. Thank you so much, sir. And students, you've just heard from Mr. Anup Kumar Mukherjee. He's the assistant registrar of our university. And he gave us a very vivid description of the facilities available, as well as he gave a very motivating speech, and you'll be having him in the campus at Haringat all along to help you out in any difficulty. And so all this while, we have been hearing from the officials of the university. Now, let us start with the academicians who are with us, and that is the directors of the school. We have 7 schools in our university. And after we'll hear from the directors of the school, we'll get back to Dr. Anandaroop Sharungi, who is the placement officer of our university, to tell us about the placement scenario. And then we'll hear from the key speaker of today's program, Dr. Shankur Kumar Nath. So to begin with, I think we have Dr. Debashish, Professor Debashish Dey. He's the Director, School of Computer Sciences. Sir, please, if you could address the students now.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Good evening to everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and all the eminent speakers. And welcome to all my students, those who have selected MAKAUT as their part of their career. And you have rightly chosen the university where you can really learn from the teachers, and we have very good learning in the learning process. And you will be happy that this is one of the maybe the best digitally equipped university. We are all digitally connected, and we are all working hard day and night for you only. And during this pandemic time, we are working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Our flexible classroom timings there. So you have to love your university as you have joined here, and we are, you know, that we are giving the courses in BTech in computer science and MTech computer science. IT, Shundatta madam is here, and she's the head of IT, and we are offering lots of courses in IT, especially in AI, and we have regular courses on FDPs and the trainings for artificial intelligence, blockchain, and IoT. So we are always continuously updating our syllabus to give you the best laboratories, facilities to all our students, and you'll be happy to know that many of the teachers are from industry. Even I was also in Cognitive and Technology Solution. So, and many of the teachers are coming from industry. So we have mixed blend from teaching and industry together. So if you think in terms of jobs, and most of the students are placed, your seniors are placed in various industries, in software industries. Also, they are in various research laboratories, and many of them are also faculty members of IITs, NITs in Jadavpur, and many universities. So it is one of the golden opportunity for you, because it is a university, it's not a college. So in a university, you have the opportunity to meet various uh, professors coming from India and abroad, and that's give you the the flavor of international connectivities, what is actually happening around the world. So we are always equipped with latest technologies, so we can think something beyond the barrier. And our courses are, many courses are equipped with industry personalities. Industry persons are coming almost every week. They are delivering lectures in various seminars, workshop, as well as in the regular courses. So also we have some courses which is connected by CDAC and also MAITI, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So we are getting lots of support from these industries to run this course. And many of the courses are MTech, especially MTech courses are, you're getting fellowship from AICT recognition. So you can, if you have GATE score, you'll get the fellowship. And also in PhD, those who want to go for higher studies, also there are various funding agencies are funding, and we have hundreds of projects. And we also funded by World Bank TechIP project. So all the students are getting lots of facilities, like they can go to conference, workshop, and everything will be funded by our university authority. So I welcome you all, and you come and join, and you can have a interdisciplinary research as well as learning platform. We can visit any laboratories, and you can interact with anyone. And I believe that culture is important. So to grow a product or any kind of system you want to develop, already have for last 1 week I'm like getting lots of queries from the students related with various kinds of courses and timing and everything. So in due course we'll be more interacting with you when the class will start. Now I just pray for your safe, say, and healthy life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Students, you just heard from Professor Debashish Dey. He's the director of School of Computational Sciences, and just you heard from him that two major departments are under the school. The Department of Computer Science and Engineering, in short CSE, with Dr. Shuparna Biswas as HOD, head of the department, and 3 programs are running under this department. And you have the Department of IT, that is Information Technology, with Dr. Somdata Chakraborty as the head of the department, and 22 programs are running under this department. Now, we have with us Professor Raja Banerjee. He is the Director, School of Biological Sciences. Sir, may I request you to address the students, please?
Hello. Good evening to you all, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. Nath Shankarnanda, and all the dignitaries, the panelists, and my dearest students. At the very outset, I congratulate you all to secure very high marks and successfully completed your either school life as well as the college life to enter in the postgraduate as well as the graduate study, undergraduate study in MAKAUT, which is the largest university of the state and one of the largest university of the country also. Actually, you have heard little bit about the campus. You have already an idea about what are the do's and don'ts. But I start with one line, what is mentioned by Professor Albert Einstein, that imagination is more important than knowledge. Everyone, when they get the entry to any university or school or colleges, there is basically one thing which is very important, is teaching learning processes. But in this particular university, we want the student should be imaginative, because if you do not have the imagination, you do not fly. There are the very important few words. These are called the WH words. So, what if we consider something natural sciences? It is occurring, and where we are doing research, the term is very much important. We are not using the word search because it is already in nature. We want to do a research, that is again we have to do to explain the logical why it is happening. So in your life, you must have some WH word: what I will do, why I will do, and how I will do. So that means you have to be very, very focused. If you have to complete your career, not as a student, not as a very high marks, or you must be up having some opportunity, I will to do that or thing. But actually, what I pray and we want from the university, that you should be a very human being. In the School of Biological Science, those who got the get the admissions, there are UG courses as well as the PG courses. The school basically consists, this is the oldest school of the university, and the university starts with the Department of Biotechnology, where Dr. Joy Bandyopadhyay is acting as the HOD, and another department is there, that is Department of Bioinformatics, where Dr. Sarojit Das is actually acting as a head. And both the department is running two nationally important MTech courses. One is in MTech in biotechnology, where the students got their admission through the all India exams, and MTech bioinformatics, as well as so many MSc courses are there. There are also this university, the faculty members are regularly involved in the doing research, and each and every year they are publishing many research articles which are enlightening and enriching the scientific community. But last but not least, once again I want to mention, you must be very focused. You must be, you can see, as a biologist, as a chemist, this is a biological science. This time, the biology is not a biology, but it is a blending of science of all kind, that is the natural science, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and all these things. So if you see the Nobel laureates of the last few years, they are using the biology as a platform to understand, to explore, and to explain why and how it is happening. So last but not least, I want to congratulate you again, and the volcanic monk. The quote is Uttishtato Jagroto Prappo Bara Nibodhato. That means, get up, O lions. You all are lions. You must have a self-respect, because respect reciprocates. If I do not respect you, you do not respect me. So it is nowadays, just now onwards, I want to say, you all should read a line, a prose by Rabindranath Tagore, then Asrame Rupo Bikash. What will be a teacher-student relation? There should not be any curtain. It is every time you should come to us. We are here. You should consider us as your, not a mentor, as your friend, as your guide, so that as your guardian. What you expect from your parents, just expect this from us. We are here to share you all our, not only the knowledges, whatever experiences we earn from our life. So get up, O lions, and shake up the delusion that you are sheep. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Students, you heard just from Professor Raja Banerjee. He's director, School of Biological Sciences, and under the school there are two departments, as you heard. Department of Biotechnology, headed by Dr. Joya Bandyopadhyay. 6 programs are running under this department, and you have the Department of Bioinformatics, headed by Dr. Sarojit Das, and 3 programs are running under this department. Now, we have with us Professor Indranil Mukherjee. So you're here? Yeah. So may I request Professor Indranil Mukherjee, Director, School of Management Sciences, to please address the students. Sir, please.
A very good evening to all of you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, respected officers, other directors, other panelists, and of course, Dr. Shankar Nath, who has joined us today. We are extremely honored and privileged, and my dear students. If you notice that this program has been organized by the IQAC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our university, and why so? Because at the end of the day, it is the quality which matters. And my dear students, let me tell you that quality is a journey and not a destination. So throughout your life, you will be always in search for quality. Now, in that search you are beginning, you have already been through your school or your college. In case of people joining the UG programs, you have been through your school. For people joining the PG programs, you have been through your college. And now it will be a very different experience, as my previous speakers explained, that you will be in a university, Vishwavidyalaya, with its vast expanse and its unbridled thirst for knowledge that you will experience. Let me tell you one thing, that with the pandemic-induced lockdown, there have been online classes and several things have been said about these classes, but we have always been one step ahead in this direction. Under the leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, we had started the practice of introducing blended learning, flipped learning, then carrying over the credits, introducing MOOCs courses that all started way back in 2017. So we are ahead of the others in this race. And as our COE said some time back, that your search for the best university in the state has been absolutely successful. Now, what are you going to do as students? Now, let me tell you that we believe in this university, we believe firmly in co-learning. Well, teaching has changed a lot. It's not the banking concept. We'll tell you more about this later on. The banking concept in education goes back to a Brazilian educator who said that it's something like this: you have certain knowledge in a bank and you pull it out and give it to your students. Not anymore. This is an age of co-learning, and we will learn together. We, the teachers and the students, will continuously learn together. And that's why these concepts of blended learning, flipped learning, online learning, they will continue to rule whether the pandemic is there or not. We hope the pandemic will end shortly, but what we have now is a vast repertoire of knowledge available from the best professors in the world at our disposal, and we must make judicious use of such knowledge. Students who have joined the management school, let me tell you in particular, and also students from other schools, that you must work hard to break down the silos. There cannot be any barriers in the teaching learning process. And there is a saying which is very common these days and which makes a lot of sense, is this: you must be jack of all trades. Yes, you are hearing it right. You must be jack of all trades and master of at least one. That means it is necessary to have an overview of things today. Why? Because today, as wherever you do, whether you go to higher education, you go to research, you go to corporates, you go to industry, your job will be as a problem solver. Your job will be to work as a team. And therefore, we have designed our internal evaluation system, the continuous evaluation system, our mandatory additional requirements, and all of this stuff in such a manner that we promote this team dynamics. You should learn to work in a team, while you should try to excel yourself on an individual basis. It is the team which is very, very important, and we must learn to work in a team so that in your working life, you can start delivering from day one. Another thing is very important, that as Professor Raja Banerjee said, that the teachers and the students, as I said, should be co-learners, and you should feel absolutely free to ask any questions. And the thing is that you must ask yourself, when you are being taught a subject, a course, a chapter, a module, please ask yourself, why am I reading it? How is it relevant to my subject and to my overall knowledge. Because if you can reason that this is really relevant, then you will get the necessary support from within yourself to learn it as a purely learner, not for passing grades or getting grades, etc. That should be your motto. Learn something, because in today's world, well, grades do matter, but at the end of the day, you should start delivering from day one, wherever you go to work. So once again, my congratulations for joining this university, and I do hope that you will have a wonderful time out here, and I would request all of you to enjoy your presence here, because teaching learning is an enjoyable experience. As Professor Banerjee said about Ashrame Rupo Bikash, that you should try to enjoy your stay here, not get cowed down with academic activities. And finally, let me say that this is my very, very favorite words, that find yourself a job that gives you pleasure, and you will not have to work for the rest of your life. Find pleasure in your teaching learning, be passionate about it, and do it be fired up in doing it. Thank you. Welcome again.
Thank you, sir. Students, you've been hearing from Professor Indranil Mukherjee. He is Director, School of Management Sciences. And under this school, we have two departments. One is Management Department, and Professor Indranil Mukherjee himself heads this department. And 7 programs are running under this school. And we have the Department of Travel and Tourism under this school, headed by Adjunct Faculty Jay Prakash Shaw. So now we have with us Professor Shibamoy Dashgupta. He is Director, School of Engineering Sciences. So may I request you to address the students, please.
Very good evening, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and all the panelists, and very hearty welcome to all my beloved students. Myself, Shibamoy Dashgupta, I am looking after this School of Engineering Sciences. Within that school, we have the Industrial Engineering and Management Department. It is one of the oldest department. Then VLSI, Microelectronics and VLSI Department. And then we have Department of Media Science, and Center of Robotics and 3D Printing. And we also have a Center of Biomedical Engineering, but we don't have any courses under that. But within the students, I think now we have students of this school as well as students of other schools also. So all the students are of the students of the university, and I have similar affection. I will be having similar affection and regards for all the students equally, whether they belong to this school or not. Now I have only, as an I think, old person, an aged person, I have one, few other requests. One of them is that, you see, this university now belongs to you, and all of you belong to this university. Actually, on you, please remember that the prestige and future of the university is resting on. So through your behavior, through your performance, and through your wisdom and intellect, you have to keep the flag flying of this university. And we have very, very high expectation about all of you. And I believe, I think all of my colleagues also believe that
Hello, sir.
Somehow
I got
think
disconnected.
Professor
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear
Please
you.
continue, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is actually one of the major university of West Bengal.
Sir, you are audible but not visible, sir. Sir, hello.
Okay, at least he is audible. Sir is audible. No problem.
Actually, sir, connection is there, so problem.
Yeah, okay, he can continue. Let him continue, sir.
But he's still in the.
Yeah, I have connectivity problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I think it is getting connected and disconnected. Okay.
We can hear you, sir. Please proceed.
Verbally means voice. Yeah.
So please proceed, sir.
Yeah.
We can hear you that way.
Let me check it.
Invite the next speaker.
Sir. Okay, sir. So we have with us Professor Pronobesh Chakraborty. He is Director, School of Food, Pharmaceutical and Medical Sciences. Sir, may I request you to address the students, please?
শুভ সন্ধ্যা মাননীয় উপাচার্য আমার সমস্ত ডিরেক্টর academiciansরা officers respected officers all the respected staffs of the university সবাইকে সুস্বাগতম জানিয়ে ছাত্রদের সুস্বাগতম জানিয়ে আমি দুই চারটে কথা বলবো তোমরা এই ইউনিভার্সিটিতে এসেছো এবং এই ইউনিভার্সিটিকে নিজেদের আগামী দিনের ভবিষ্যৎ তৈরি করার জন্য যে ঠিক করেছো সেটা যত দিন যাবে তত বুঝতে পারবে ডিপার্টমেন্টগুলোতে যে সমস্ত শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকারা আছেন তারা প্রত্যেকেই ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এবং একাডেমিক্সে খুব কৃতি মানুষ তোমাদের কাজ হচ্ছে মূলত তোমরা যে ভর্তি হয়েছো সেই সাবজেক্টটাকে ভালো করে জানা
Professor, there are other language speaker students also, so English will be better.
ইসটা ইংরেজিতে বলে দেবো বাংলায় হচ্ছে তো একটু বাংলা জানার দরকার আছে
Okay sir.
হ্যাঁ ডোন্ট ইন্টারাপ্ট প্লিজ তো তোমরা পড়াশোনা করো যে কোনো সমস্যায় আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটির ভাইস চ্যান্সেলর থেকে শুরু করে সমস্ত অধ্যাপক অফিসার্স স্টাফরা ভীষণভাবে তোমাদের সাহায্য করবেন তারা করে থাকেন ভীষণ স্টুডেন্ট ফ্রেন্ডলি তারা তোমাদের সোশ্যাল একাডেমিক্স পার্সোনাল সব প্রবলেমে তোমাদের পাশে থাকবেন এক্সেপ্ট দ্য এক্সামিনেশন হল তো এইটা মাথায় রেখে আরেকটা জিনিস মাথায় রাখতে হবে যে আজকে ইন্ডাস্ট্রি কিন্তু সম্পূর্ণ নলেজ বেসড ইন্ডাস্ট্রি আমাদের যদি নলেজ থাকে আমরা এগিয়ে যাব নলেজ না থাকলে আমরা পিছিয়ে পড়ব প্রতিদিন টেকনোলজি আপডেট হচ্ছে তার সঙ্গে আমরা যদি আপডেটেড না হতে পারি তাহলে আগামীকাল কিন্তু অন্ধকার সুতরাং পিছিয়ে পড়ার কোনো জায়গা নেই আন্ডার দি এবল dynamic and dreamy leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, all the professors, directors, head of the departments, and the staffs, you will certainly sail in your life and you gather knowledge along with you cultivate your all the faculties, whether it is art and culture, whether it is from sports and games. Each and every facility is there with our university, and obviously you will be a finished product when you will go out. For that, you have to interact, you have to learn. Wherever any problem is there, you tell your teachers, they are there, the officers are there, staffs are there, always they will help you for your betterment. And as a whole, you have to add value in your life, in your future research and development either, or for higher studies, or for the industry and academics. If you can add value, as you know, nowadays so many multinational companies are taking in writing from the staffs that if you can add value, you can perform well, you will be there with the company, or you will be taking goodbye from the industry. So it is our duty to prepare ourselves for today and tomorrow with all the upcoming ideas, knowledges of different subjects. And my dear students, it is obviously a great thing that you have chosen our university, West Bengal University of Technology now, which is known as Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology. It is one of the best, well-known university, in the biggest university in India. And we are flourishing ourselves. We are making more with different multinational, Indian multinational and foreign multinationals, different more and collaborative works, and in particularly pharmaceutical and food technology and medical technology. I can give you information. Already we have a very good relation, and we are trying our hard to establish the digital learning, digital health, and data analytics with pharmaceutical data analytics with CDAC, the pharmacovigilance with advanced pharmacovigilance course with Wipro. And I had a discussion with different foreign universities to collaborate for our research and staff student exchange program, which will be coming in the real sense within a short period of time under the guidance and leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor. So with this, I am concluding, and I'll tell my students, be with the university. You are the banner bearer of today and tomorrow. Wherever you go, you will be MAKAUT students till the last breath. And tomorrow, we must say, as you have seen in different social medias and the international publications, that only in Jadavpur University, 33 scientists out of 200 scientists throughout the universe, 33 are from Jadavpur University. Likewise, so many able, academically equipped, updated, knowledgeable persons are there around you. You utilize it, you utilize your library, utilize your laboratories, utilize the knowledge of your teachers and develop yourself. Tomorrow is yours. Today, we are there, you are there, but tomorrow it will be there with you only, since you are the banner bearer of this university, and you will establish throughout the universe. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Pranabis Chakraborty. You heard from Pranabis Chakraborty. It's the Director, School of Food, Pharmaceutical and Medical Science and Technology. There are two departments under this school. One is Department of Food Science and Technology, which is headed by Dr. Shebak Ranjan Rai, and two programs are running under this department. And you have Department of Pharmaceutical Science and Technology, headed by Dr. C.M. Hussain, and also two programs are running under this department. And now, Professor Shivamai Dashgupta, there was a bit of a net problem. Do you want to just conclude with a line or two?
Okay, yeah, I'll just finish up very fast until it is becoming late.
We are running a bit too short.
So this is actually, I have few suggestions to our students. Actually, one thing is that now there is a major change happening all around the world in the field of industrialization, and not only industrialization, even everywhere, even in commercial and domestic level also. That is automation. Automation is coming in a very big way, and so Industry 4.0 is dictating newer skills. So you have to have newer skills, and you have to develop those skills. And there was time, even 30-40 years back, when students are expected to have only informations, only basic knowledges, and sound basic knowledges, and industry was ready to provide specialized training and developing skills within themselves, and then they would use, those people, I think staffs, new staffs for, I think, any practical purpose. But now the things have got changed totally. The industries do not have any time, do not have any, I think, possibility of training the students over a longer period of 1 year or so. So what they expect, that students should be ready for the industry. They must have the skill. That means that earlier it was all the information which students used to have, but now the use of information, students have to be ready to know how to use those informations. That means they have to be equipped with the appropriate skill. They have to do something. So that is all. Our teaching has actually got oriented towards that. So we have got the learning outcomes, and so these outcomes are actually students who, I think, whatever students can do, or what habits or rather traits they have developed. Okay, so that's why you have to depend on that. Actually, whatever thing you are studying, from our side, we will see to it that you develop your skills actually to do something. Then industry actually needs that. Not only industry, in everywhere actually, it is now the skill. And these skills or behavior is called outcome. And so our teaching will be according to the outcomes, and we will be explaining what are the outcomes of the course, different courses which you will be undergoing, you will be developing. And apart from that, another issue is that as we are moving with respect to time, societies are moving with respect to time, mankind is moving with respect to time, the time actually available for learning is becoming shorter and shorter. So you will be, you are having more syllabus than what we had in our time, but within the almost same period. And similarly, further generations yet to come, they will be having much shorter time than you. So you have to see that you can learn very fast. And this time of these 3 years or 4 years time, or even for master degree postgraduate education, it is 2 years. These are very, very valuable time of your career and of your life. And this actually your life actually takes turn. And ultimately, you have the opportunity to decide your career. You have the opportunity to orient yourself towards the career and being profession or service or even entrepreneurship, whatever it is, for rest of your life. So it is very important. So this is time you please utilize. And this university has got all the provisions, and we are not only that, we are also bringing in other universities of our country, famous teachers and professors and experts from industry through webinars and all that. And we are bringing them on, in our webinars, mainly for you. And we expect that you extract all the best possible, facilities, for advantages from this university, and utilize all the facilities of the university. It's not that we do not have any shortcomings, but we are trying to cover, remove those. And with your help, I think we will be able to, remove those, and we will be making this university better and perhaps one of the best of the world someday. Thank you very much, and welcome all of you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shivamai Dashgupta. Students, you heard from the School of Engineering Sciences, and he has 3 departments under him, and Department of Microelectronics and VLSI, headed by Drs. Madhumita Das Sarkar. 1 program is running under this department. And then we have the Department of Industrial Engineering and Management, headed by Sri Bibhash Mollik. Year 2-1 program is running under this department, and we have the Department of Media Science headed by Dr. Krishnendu Shaha, and we have 6 programs running under this department. Now we have with us Professor Shukendu Shamajdar, Director, School of Natural and Applied Sciences. So please address the students. I would request you to make it as short as possible, because we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor who is also going to speak, and the students are very patient to hear from Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath also, sir. So thank you, sir. Please begin your speech.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nath, officers and directors of this university, distinguished panelists, and saving the best for the last, my dear students. Time is short, so I will choose one of the shortest speeches ever made. I think it would be 6 or 8 words. That is, never give up. Never, never, never give up.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. And you just heard from Professor Shukendu Sharma, sir. He's Director, School of Natural and Applied Sciences. And we have the 3 departments under the school. Department of Material Sciences, headed by Professor Shukendu Sharma, sir himself. And 10 programs are running under this department. And then we have Department of Applied Sciences, headed by Professor Radha Ballabhar. And he's the and here we have 1 program right now running, 2 programs, sorry. And then we have Department of Forensic Science, headed by the adjunct faculty, Professor Arup Mukherjee. Students, you were asking about forensic department. So this is the school under which forensic department is housed, and we have 1 program right now running under this department. So now I would request Professor Tapun Kumar Paria. He is the director of the School of Energy and Environmental Sciences, to just deliver a few words to the students. So please.
Am I audible?
Yes,
I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So, very good evening, Shubha Vijaya and Shubha Diwali to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Honorable Registrar, Controller of Examinations, Inspector of Colleges of MAKAUT, distinguished panelists, Dr. Shankar Nath, distinguished directors, HODs, faculty members, respective administrative officers, and beloved students. On behalf of MAKAUT and School of Renewable Energy and Environmental Science, it is indeed my great pleasure and honor to extend my warm welcome and fraternal greetings to you on the grand occasion of Students Orientation Program of MAKAUT. I am rather privileged very much to interact with new young talents just being inducted into the MAKAUT community through this induction program. At first, I fully endorse the mission and farsighted vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, in pursuit of academic excellence of the MAKAUT. We as trusted lieutenants are striving too hard to fulfill its dream of converting this University of Technology to a National Institute of Academic Excellence, exclusively under its able guidance, constant information, and under his able leadership. Nowadays, a key thrust area of the higher education system, particularly in science and technology, has undergone a radical change towards enhancing the quality and standard of teaching and learning, researches, skill development, upgrading of the competencies of the learners for better employability, relevant to the needs of the industry, economy, and society as a whole. The comprehensive new education policy has already been enacted by Government of India, which will come into force from 2022 onwards, wherein a lot of basic changes in science, technology, and engineering higher education system with respect to curriculum structure, syllabus, skill set, offering of degree, duration of course will be enforced. The colleges and universities of the country are likely to modify and transform themselves to that direction as per guideline and advisory of the regulatory authorities. Apart from conventional courses in science and technology, MAKAUT has created a number of non-conventional emerging courses under its umbrella, which is available in the website, and course structure and the syllabus are also available there. The name and fame of a university is holistically dependent on the quantum of bright students, high-class alumni forces it has produced, engagement of eminent faculty members and research scholars, continuous updating of teaching learning process, research and doctoral activities, research publications, existence of academic environment, and infrastructural facilities availability. Keeping all these aspects in view, a sizable number of well-known exceptional academicians, scholars, scientists, technologists, engineers, professionals, learned experts from renowned R&D institutes, universities, IITs, industries have been appointed by the MAKAUT authorities in all the departments of this university, who are actively devoted to excel teaching, learning, and research development activities of the university, and simultaneous functioning as mentor, academic counselor, and custodian for the intellectual exposure of the graduate students. I am glad to be heartily welcome you students to the leading MAKAUT community for gathering inspiring intellectual experience in coming years. As a matter of fact, in India, less than 2% of the students are able to access higher education in science and technology subjects. And essentially, you are amongst top 2% youths of age group in between 18 to 22 years. Surely, your efforts are very commendable, praiseworthy, and lucky enough to get yourselves admitted into the various undergraduate and the postgraduate science and technology courses offered by MAKAUT in this session. You must acknowledge, respect, and applaud your parents, grandparents, and teachers, and near and dear ones who have contributed and sacrificed a lot for your endeavor and success. To become a scientist and successful technologist, it has to be a very challenging and tedious journey, requiring a state-of-art exposure of teaching, learning, management system. Theoretical and bookish knowledge is sometimes not enough to shape your mind or independent thinking to the budding engineers. That is why a strong internship training in MAKAUT for coming 3 to 4 years will provide the would-be engineers and scientists for familiarizing and enriching with the all-round knowledge base, exposure to the industrial atmosphere, to the teamwork culture in relation to different manufacturing processes, process technology, process design, product design, quality control, technical sales, project management, waste management, process safety control, and entrepreneurship activities in relevant subjects. COVID-19 pandemic has thrown a lot of multiple unprecedented challenges to the whole nation. During last 8 months of COVID-19 pandemic, the whole nation had to remain confined, isolated, and detained locally, which has not only shattered the industrial sector and economy of the country, but also the employment potential, the health care system of the nation miserably. It has also created a multifarious psychological problems and the law and order problems as well out of acute financial crisis. The academic world, particularly the higher education system, is perhaps worse affected. Sudden erasing of the offline teaching learning system in colleges and universities had led to the critical crisis and challenges for the knowledge of for its survival. However, teachers, student fraternity has been fighting too hard to keep themselves apprised, updated, and convergent and emotionally connected with each other, thanks to the several online teaching, learning, and business internship courses offered by the MHRD, IITs, MTTA, Coursera, MAKAUT, Tata Consultancy Services, MITs, Stanford University, Cambridge University, using latest online platform of Canvas, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, Google Meet apps, etc. The MAKAUT has already made several agreements with the leading online platforms agency. This has provided a new era of hope and inspiration to the young blood, new opportunity of employment. The online teaching learning process will essentially be the part of the future education system as well. The whole world is fighting for speedy discovery and commercial production of the appropriate vaccine for deadly COVID-19 virus and generation of the vital antibody in human at the early age in order to save the mankind and future generation. Hope sooner we will be succeeded to that effect of vaccine. Let us 100 flower blossom and 100% normal activity in educational front may be restored by the end of 2020. For being a all-rounder and successful future leaders in science and technology and engineering platform, the budding new entrants must ensure participation and engagement in class activities, regular reading, learning activities, waxing of scientific technological documents, product information and specification, positive attitude and strong desire for learning and action, sufficient physical reflexes and innovative ideas, hardworking, sincerity, punctuality and integrity, and to pursue excellence always. Proficiency in analytical skills and the soft skills. I shall end my talk with a phenomenal inspiration and psychological thoughts as follows. You should not be fearful of being lost in the complex journey of your career. Stay safe and be healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your long speech. So, students, you just heard from the Director School of Energy and Environmental Sciences, and you have two departments under the school. One is Department of Renewable Energy, headed by Professor Paria himself, and you have the Department of Environmental Sciences, headed by Dr. Chobita Saha. Now, may I request Dr. Arundarup Sharangi to just say in a few words about the placement scenario in our university. I would request you to make your speech as short as possible, please, Dr. Sarangi, if you don't mind.
Definitely. Thank you, Bratati Madam. Good evening, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Good evening, Honorable Registrar, sir. Good evening to all the officers and the HODs present, and mainly very good evening to the students who are joining our university. For any university, placement is the backbone, and placement is one of the most important aspects that people take admission in any courses in the university. Be it IITs or IIMs, they are famous only because of placement, because they have garnered placements of at a package of 40, 45, 50 lakh or 1 crore that the people go madly for IITs or IIMs. So placement is the main aspect, one of the main aspects in which university strives, and it is the area where the return of investment is calculated. So here we are having a very good placement record for our engineering streams as well as other streams also. Last year we had 100%, more than 100% placement for our engineering streams. This year we have already completed around 95% of the placement for our engineering streams, and all other streams are also been placed. And we have tie-up with all top IT companies like TCS, Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant, IBM. All conduct campusing interviews here. We have also tie-up with other conglomerates like ITC, Tata Steel, and Vikram Solar, and other core companies also in the field of solar energy also, and other all sectors. So for me, for all these students, I really appreciate all of you for joining MAKAUT. I hope that all of you get placed, and for any assistance, you can definitely contact the placement cell for any assistance for the first year itself. So I am in placement. We have a saying that "Ummeed pe duniya kaam hai." So let's not hope to lose hope. And with that, I end my talk.
Thank you, Dr. Sarangi. Students, you heard from Dr. Untitled Chapter. He is the placement officer of our university, and you have been patiently waiting to hear from our Honorable Vice Chancellor for the last few days. You have been inquiring from me about, sir. May I tell you all that, sir, is very student friendly, and now, sir, may I request you to address the students. So students, you have Professor Shoykot Moitro, Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university, will be speaking to you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Already, I think the students, they have listened a lot from our directors, and I can find the numbers is decreasing. So this is the time for inviting our guest. My best wishes to all of my students. I will have this enough interaction with you, and that will be arranged in near future. And every school and every department that will have interactions, I will be personally present. But Dr. Shankar Nath has been waiting for a long time, and the alarming thing is number of students are getting dropped. And I can see every moment the numbers is because it is already 9 o'clock. So better to invite Dr. Shankar Nath for his address, because we are all the students, they will have a nice experience of listening to Dr. Shankar Nath, and we will not make him available every time, as he has kindly consented to remain amongst us today. So without wasting further time, kindly invite Dr. Shankar Nath for his deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. May I now request Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath to please address the gathering. And before he begins, I'll tell you people in short that Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath by profession is an oncologist, having passed out from Medical College, Kolkata. He did his DMRT degree in oncology from Calcutta University, and after that he has served as an oncologist in Kolkata Medical College and then Bankura Shamilini Medical College, and finally in the year 2009 he retired from Artikor Medical College. He has to his credit many accolades. He is an artist, a singer, and foremost, he is a socially motivated person. He is a regular visitor at a free cancer center, Oncolink, and is available at Molali, Taliganj, and Madanpur, which is situated in Noida district. He is also the president of Oncolink. May I add, he is connected as a guest lecturer on cancer at Calcutta University, Academic Staff College, Jadavpur University, and Bardhaman University. Besides being an ardent writer, he is in his account more than 200 articles published in different science journals. He has written and edited at least 12 books and has been awarded Robindra Puruskar in Science by Government of West Bengal in the year 2014. And he has a passion for singing and also for astronomy. And now, sir, we are really privileged to have you with us. And I would request the students to patiently hear from him because he's going to speak on some relevant topics. Thank you, sir. So please start.
Thank you. Thank you all. Good evening to all of you. And welcome to this seminar or orientation program. And thankful to all the people, all associated with the MAKAUT. And I also extend my gratitude to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shoykot Moitro, and his associates, all the professors, staff, and students, and other dignitaries who have joined this orientation program. So I have heard that most of the speakers had the speech with the utterings of COVID-19 situation, because it's a devastating situation today throughout the world. And now I will start with this COVID-19 situation and how to protect yourself or how to protect the society as a whole from this devastating COVID-19 pandemic city. So I will show you in a PPT. So I will try sharing this PPT. Can it be seen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Bhatati Ghosh,
Yes, sir.
is it in the
It is visible, sir.
Yes, sir, it is
it's
visible,
okay.
sir.
total screen?
Yes, sir. It's
This
visible.
I have denoted it as a presentation of love to the students and all the staffs of MAKAUT. To overcome from the present situation that is COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2, we have to say something. We have to abide by some norms and rules and regulation in respect of the prevention of the disease and not by the treatment of the disease. Because we have got no treatment facilities of COVID-19 today throughout the world. Because it's a viral disease, the virus is known as coronavirus. Of course, it is known as novel coronavirus because we have seen coronavirus in 2003 and also 2012. That was known as coronavirus 1. And now it is coronavirus 2 and also known as novel coronavirus 2. Also, it is equivalent to SARS-CoV-2. SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome. Co means corona, V means virus, and 2 is the number 2 because coronavirus previously I have mentioned, it was coronavirus 1. COVID means co means corona, VI means virus, and D means disease. And it was just seen in 2019. That's why it is known as coronavirus 19. And you have heard 3 terms. There is endemic, epidemic, and pandemic. Endemic, epidemic, and pandemic. Endemic means a disease present permanently in a region. Disease which is permanently present in some areas, in some region. That is, it is in people. En means in and demos means people. That's why it is known as endemic. Epidemic. Epi means upon, on the up. Demos means people. So epidemic is outbreaks of some diseases, of some disease, particular disease, affecting many people. That is epidemic. And pandemic, pan means all, and demos means people. Pandemic means when epidemic is affecting globally, it is pandemic. So SARS-CoV or COVID-19 is no doubt is a pandemic disease throughout the world. It has been affected. So now coming over to the third slide. What are the symptoms that you may encounter? Symptoms of COVID-19. These are some common symptoms, but there are at least 30 to 40 symptoms that has been counted. But the common symptoms that I am showing you, there is fever, a low-grade fever, 99 to 101 degree Fahrenheit fever, body ache, headache, fatigue, weakness, coughing, sneezing, running nose, nausea, vomiting, and sometimes conjunctivitis, with redness of the eye and diarrhea. These are rare symptoms, but there are symptoms that you can experience with the COVID-19. Any of these symptoms or any 2 or any 3 of these symptoms, if you encounter, you please go to your house physician and tell them that I am suffering from some low-grade fever for last 7 days or 8 days, etc., etc. And he will do all the things in respect to COVID-19 diagnosis. But you have to go. Nature of this COVID-19. It's a highly infectious disease. Unlike the coronavirus number 1, COVID number 1, but it is highly infectious disease, that is COVID-19. And it has been transmitting from human to human by the droplets. Droplets means spitting, means tutu, during coughing or sneezing or talking. So, as because it is highly infectious, we have to protect ourselves so that nobody is infected from one person to another. But probably this has come from bat, that is animal, a flying animal, bat. From bat, novel coronavirus transmitted to some domestic animal, we do not know. That may be a cat, that may be dog, etc., etc. From bat to domestic animal, from then to human being. And it has originated in the Wuhan area in China in 2019 in November. And the incubation period of this COVID-19, what does incubation period mean? Incubation period is the period between exposure of this virus and appearances of these symptoms. This period is known as incubation period, ranging from 3 to 14 days. On an average, it might be 6 or 8 days. Now, I'm going quickly because time is already short. So I'm going quick. Test done to diagnose COVID-19. We have to diagnose COVID-19 so that we can treat. Because I've already said it's a very highly infectious disease. So we have to treat this COVID-19 patient in that way, so that with the intention of recovery of the patient. But mind it, most of the COVID-19 patients are recovered with the normal treatments that we are taking from the clinic or the hospitals. So to diagnose COVID-19, 2 tests are done. Number 1, rapid antigen test. This rapid antigen test is a serological test. It is done from the blood sample that I've shown in the picture. This test is highly effective while done in a mass scale. And it is being done with a very quick succession. And it is very much effective or very much reliable as per the ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. And number 2, the diagnostic tool is RT-PCR. It's a very complicated one, but it's a very confirmatory test, which is known as reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction. And this test is done by taking nasopharyngeal swab or pharyngeal swab or oropharyngeal swabs, and also the sputum from the mouth, etc. This test can detect coronavirus in a person who has been infected currently and confirmatory. So most of the patients are being done with diagnosed with doing this RT-PCR test, reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction. There are 2 ways to combat a disease, we know. One is therapy of the disease, another is prevention of the disease. You know, therapy of the disease means a disease when you are going to treat, because there is treatment of the particular disease with the intention of recovering the patient or curing the patient totally. This is the therapy of the disease. And prevention of the disease? Prevention of the disease is that there are some diseases which can be preventable. That is, you just create such an environment, such a society environment, so that that particular disease cannot exist or cannot survive, cannot come to the society, or cannot affect the human body. If you create such an environment in your society, that is the prevention of the disease. We can go for the prevention of the disease, because since our childhood we know that prevention is better than cure. So if there is no treatment at all, so we all go for the prevention of the disease. And COVID-19 is such a disease that there is no treatment at all in this world. So we have to go for the prevention of the disease to combat the disease totally. So now coming over to prevention of COVID-19. Number one, wash your hands. Wash your hands carefully, off and on. Mark it, off and on. For several times a day, off and on with soap and water. For at least 20 seconds each time. It may be 25 seconds also. Or with sanitizer, which contains at least 70 to 72% of alcohol. But in the market, there are such sanitizers are being marketing, which do not give the 70% of alcohol. They are not at all reliable. So I always prefer soap for sanitizing your hands against COVID-19. Remember, do not touch your mouth, nose, or eyes before washing your hands. Do not touch. Remember one thing, that each day for 24 hours, we are unconsciously or consciously touch our nose or mouth at least 42 times, but we do not know. Number two, do not touch other people. As for example, handshake. Do not handshake. Number three, do not spit unnecessarily, and also avoid blowing of the nose. Sometimes we blow our nose in the public places. This is very bad habit, at least in this COVID-19 situation. Number two, first is washing of the hands, and I also recommend washing of the leg also, because আমরা মাঝে মাঝে চটি পরি, ফুল প্যান্ট পরি, শাড়ি পরি, এবং দেখবেন বাইরে যখন রাস্তায় দোকানে যাই আমরা, তখন ওই ফুল প্যান্টটা গোড়ালি থেকে নিচে নেমে রাস্তায় গড়াগড়ি খায়, শাড়িটা নিচে নেমে রাস্তায় গড়াগড়ি খায়। এবং মনে রাখবেন ওই রাস্তাতে প্রচুর COVID-19 পেশেন্ট যাতায়াত করেছে, থুতু ফেলেছে, আপনি সেই শাড়ির মধ্য দিয়ে আর ফুল প্যান্টের মধ্য দিয়ে আপনি নিয়ে এলেন ঘরেতে, বেডেতে নিয়ে এলেন সেই করোনা ভাইরাস। So wash your leg and also wash your hands simultaneously after coming from outside. Number two, wear face mask as it is seen in the picture. This should be the actual face mask which can cover the nose and the cheek and the mouth and also the chin. And that should be the ideal mask for each and everyone. And number three, keep physical distancing from other people at least 6 feet or 6 feet, 2 meters, at least 2 meters, that is 6 feet, around about 6 feet. Because one thing is to be known, while we just, suppose I am a COVID-19 patient, while I just take normal respiration, for each minute, 20 to 30 viral particles are emerging from my nose and the mouth. While I am talking in a normal voice, mind it, 200 to 300 viral particles are emerging from my nose and mouth. And while and number three, while we are shouting, if I am a COVID-19 patient, while I am shouting, remember, at least 5,000 to 10,000 viral particles are emerging from my nose or from my mouth. So droplets are going out to infect other people. And during coughing and sneezing, at least 200 millions viral particles are emerging in this environment to infect the other peoples who are very much close to me. So mind this, how to keep aside, how to keep away from another people, another man, to become protect yourself. Keep physical distancing from other people at least 6 feet. Prevention of COVID-19, number 4. Avoid sharing your personal items to others, like mobile phone, combs, chiruni, wristwatch, laptop, ornaments, and even books, at least for the time being. কমুক COVID-19 গ্রাফটা কমুক, তারপর এসব আদান প্রদান করবেন। Number 5, try to clean and sanitize the items brought from the market. Even the vegetables should be sanitized. And what is the process of sanitizing the vegetables? Just take 5 or 6 liters of fresh water and give 1 teaspoonful of soap, detergent soap powder, soap powder. Stir it with the hand and make it foam. After all these vegetables, put it on this soap water and just stir it for 1 minute. Then take it out each from the soap water and just go for washing it in the running water where force of water is coming out vigorously, so that no trace of soap can be attached with any of the vegetable there. Or that is the sanitization of the vegetables and other items. Where you cannot use the soap, use the sanitizer. Like your wristwatch, use the sanitizer. Your spectacle, use the sanitizer. Now number 6, try to avoid taking raw vegetables as being served in the salad. Don't take salad with the raw vegetables like tomato, like onion, or like cucumber, etc., etc. Because they can carry coronavirus with their body, and you are taking that coronavirus during your meal, during taking the salad. Rather, take hot meals, as I have shown you in the picture. Take always hot meals. Take always hot meals once again. Number 7, take balanced diet along with vitamin C, antioxidant containing foodstuff. Because amongst all the vitamins, vitamin C is the strongest anti-cancer and is the strongest immunity developer. So to develop your immunity in a strong way, you have to take vitamin C. Of course, there are other foodstuffs to develop your immunity, but antioxidants should be taken, and the picture shows the antioxidant and the vitamin C containing foodstuff. Number 8, keep close vigil and extra care towards the aged sick persons, those who are suffering from diabetes, suffering from hypertension, that is high blood pressure, suffering from some kidney diseases, or suffering from COPD. COPD means chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is disease of the lungs. They are very much vulnerable to get access of the coronavirus easily. That's why they should be cared of very much within the house, and always prefer for stay in a very well ventilated area. স্যাঁতস্যাঁতে ঘর হলে হবে না, ঠান্ডা ঘর হলে হবে না, এসি লাইন চালিয়ে রাখলে হবে না, ওপেন জায়গায় থাকতে হবে। সবসময় বেরিয়ে করিডোরে বসে থাকুন। বয়স্ক মানুষদের বলছি, করিডোরে বারান্দায় বসুন। And number 9, finally, I've already said it. If you have any symptoms, any of the symptoms mentioned earlier, I have said, please contact your house physician. He will give you the advice how to combat the situation. Please remember, do not wait for herd immunity to be developed or vaccine to come. আমরা অপেক্ষা করছি কখন হার্ড ইমিউনিটি হবে, কখন ভ্যাকসিন আসবে, আমরা বেঁচে যাব। ওরে বাবা, অপেক্ষা করে লাভ নেই। কেন? হার্ড ইমিউনিটি হতে গেলে to develop a herd immunity in any society, at least one third of the population should be infected by this coronavirus. So to develop herd immunity in India constitutes about 130 crore people. 130 crore. One third is at least 40 crore or 45 crore. So at least 45 crore people should be infected by this coronavirus. Then and then only we will get herd immunity. Herd immunity means গোষ্ঠী immunity, গোষ্ঠী প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা. Till today, only 1 crore হয়নি আমাদের এখানে, কয়েক লাখ হয়েছে মাত্র। খুব টেনে 1 crore যেতে পারে। আর আমি বলছি 40 crore কথা। If it has reached 40 crore, then and then only herd immunity will prevail, otherwise not. So ছেড়ে দিন herd immunity কথা, ওই নিয়ে বসে থাকলে হবে না যে herd immunity হবে তো আবার বাঁচবো আমরা। নো, হবে না। আর আমরা বসে আছি for the vaccine to come from Russia or from Oxford and from ICMR in India. কবে হবে তা ঠিক নেই। We do not know. The shortest time a vaccine is developed was 5 years. I repeat again, the shortest time a vaccine is developed, is made, was 5 years, in the year 1964. In the year 1964, a vaccine came out of the disease of mumps. Mumps is a viral disease. সবাই জানেন, mumps এখানে হয়, on the salivary gland হয়। এই পাশে দুপাশে দুটো গ্ল্যান্ড আছে আমাদের, parotid gland, submandibular gland and submental glands. The disease of these glands is known as mumps, is a viral disease. And against this viral disease, mumps, the vaccine came, and that was the shortest period, 5 years. From 1964, the virus research workers started in 1964, and it was evolved in 1967, 68, 1970. So within this 8 or 9 months, a vaccine will come. In respect to COVID-19, we do not know how it will come. So my advice, or the advice of this research worker on COVID-19 and all the physicians, is that obey all the measures for prevention strictly. Obey all the measures for prevention strictly, and then only all of you can be protected totally from COVID-19. আবার বলি, John Maxwell once said, you don't overcome challenges by making them smaller, but by making yourself bigger. So make yourself bigger, not the challenges smaller. Make yourself bigger. And after a day of hard work and use of intelligence and exercise, it's a good idea to reward yourself. Do something you like. Eat something you like. And make yourself feel great about what you are doing. সবসময় মনে রাখবেন, আপনি যেটা করছেন সেটাকে মনে রাখুন, great, great, and great. Negative emotions should be rejected. When you start having negative thoughts, eliminate immediately. Eliminate immediately. For the students, I'm telling, by thinking of positive and happy thoughts, emotions are something you can fully control. You can control your emotions. And you can really say no to the negative emotions. Remember, the man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. The man who has confidence in himself can gain the confidence of others. And motivation shows the goal you want to achieve. So always be motivated. Always motivate others. One of the best ways to improve your personality, effectiveness, or personal effectiveness is to master your motivation and find your drive. You can find your drive. In this respect, remember, we generate fears. And for the students, we generate fears while we sit idle, but we overcome them by action. So don't sit idle. Go on action. All the fears will be abolished. Dr. Pandit Madhusudan Gupta, he was the man who first dissected human dead body by breaking all the prejudices at that time in 1836 on 10th January. মৃত্যু ভয় ছিল, খুন হয়ে যাওয়ার ভয় ছিল, তিনি সব মানেননি, তারপরেও তিনি সেই ডিসেকশন করেছেন। and করেছেন বলেই আজকে আমরা ডাক্তার হতে পেরেছি, আজকে আমরা মেডিকেল এডুকেশনকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যেতে পেরেছি। and he did it for the cause of medical education in India. He was the first in India who dissected cadaver, of course in the modern age. Now a little bit, 4 or 5 minutes about cancer, my subject. What is cancer? All you have known that what cancer is. Cancer is the accumulations of the malignant cells forming a tumor, etc., forming ulcer, tumors, etc. And there are some pictures on cancer. Basal cell cancer. This cancer is a curable cancer, totally curable cancer. This patient can, after treatment, can survive for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, and he will not die from cancer. He will die from some other diseases. And number 3, malignant melanoma of the nose. You see, there is a tumor, the blackish tumor on the left nose nostril. This is a tumor which is known as malignant melanoma tumors. Is a very much virulent cancer. Skin cancer, you will see the skin cancer, and this is due to the prolonged exposure of ultraviolet radiation from sunlight. Osteosarcoma is a very, very, very severe cancer. Osteosarcoma is a cancer of the bone, and you can well see on the left shoulder joint there is a huge tumor, which is a tumor of the bone, which is known as osteosarcoma. The patient is my patient. He was my patient and died within 6 or 7 months after all sorts of treatments I tried. But these are I will not show the more and more pictures on cancer. I will show this picture. This picture. We are always wanting this picture in our society. So there will be no cancer at all. There will be no COVID-19 at all. There will be no dengue, no malaria. It's a disease-free society. And a happy life will come. And these are the prevention of cancer. At least 60 to 65% of cancer can be preventable. So go for prevention. And these are the ways, 7 ways of how to prevent cancer from the society, from the human body. One is occupational cancer. There are some cancers which are coming out of your occupation, like when you are working in a dye factory. In a dye factory, there is a dye which is known as aniline dye, which can cause cancer of the urinary bladder. Radiation-induced cancer. There are radiations which can cause cancer after prolonged exposure, prolonged exposure of that particular radiation. These radiations are ultraviolet radiation, X radiation, gamma radiation, and all the nuclear radiations. Number 3, infection and the cancer. There are infective agents which can cause cancer, and that will be parasite, that will be bacteria, that will be virus. The bacteria which can cause cancer is H. pylori. Helicobacter pylori can cause cancer of the stomach. Virus, human papilloma virus, HPV, that can cause cancer of the uterine cervix, Jarayu Mukher cancer, that is caused by human papilloma virus. So this can be preventable. And number 4, hormones and cancer. There are hormones which can create cancer to the body, because these hormones are very much useful for our body, but they are the vivisons in our body, can cause cancer also. In case of male, these hormones is testosterone, which can cause prostate cancer. So always keep the level of the testosterone in a normal level. Always keep it in a normal level. In case of female, it is estrogen. Estrogen can cause cancer of the breast. So always keep the estrogen to a normal level. Number 5, tobacco and cancer. We all know that tobacco can cause cancer. Exercise. If you go for exercise, normal exercise, you will be protected from lung cancer. You will be protected from breast cancer. You will be protected from pancreas cancer, colon cancer. So go for exercise, not with the weight, but with free hand exercise. That will suffice. And number 8 is diet and cancer. There are a lot of foodstuff which can cause cancer, and there are a lot of foodstuff which can prevent cancer. So diet, some diet. I will take only 1 minute to this for diet to prevent cancer. You can see the diet preventing cancer. The chart is very, very big, long chart. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, potato, banana, sweet potato, pea, sweet potato, rangalu, pea, bean, pumpkin, kumro. These are all cancer preventing cancers, of which grapes. Grapes contains one anti-cancer agent known as resveratrol. You can well see resveratrol, which can protect from breast cancer, liver cancer, and colon cancer. Turmeric, holud, which contains one anti-cancer agent, curcumin. It can stop cancer in its early stages, long before it is detectable. So always take holud, curcumin from turmeric. ginger rather. It contains 6 gingerol, etc., etc. These are the anti-cancer agent in the ginger, can protect or can prevent cancer of the breast, cancer of the lung, etc., etc., etc. Garlic and onion, roshun piyaj. Garlic and onion contains allicin, epigenin. These are anti-cancer agents resides within the garlic and also in the onion. Tomato, garlic and onion can prevent cancer from lip to rectum, everywhere. Tomato contains one anti-cancer agent which is known as lycopene, which can protect you from, in case of male, prostate cancer, and which can protect you in case of female from ovarian cancer. So always take tomato, always take tomato. Now you can well see tomato, this is tomato, which contains lycopene. If you take, you will be saved from prostate cancer, and if you take, it will be saved from ovarian cancer. That means there will be no ovarian cancer or there will be no prostate cancer at all if you in the habit of taking tomato. And in case of garlic and onion, please see, I have said already that garlics and onion contains one anti-cancer agent which is known as allicin. And আমি এই যে নিচে যে ছবিটা দেখছেন অনিয়ন পেঁয়াজের, এটাকে দুটো আধখানা করেছি longitudinally. It has been cut longitudinally, and you can well see there just in the roots, in the area of the roots here, there is a very small area, which is very much solid area. This is solid area, cream in color, which is totally different from the body of the onion. You can well see, totally different from the body of the onion. This small area contains at least 60% of the anti-cancer agent allicin, and the rest 40% rest over the body of the onion. And we are in the habit of cutting out this small area and leave it. That means you are not taking 60% of allicin from the onion. You are only taking 40%. So my request is, keep this area of the onion to during your making of recipe, etc., etc. Next, here is sterol. If you take sterol, you will be saved from cancer of the colon, cancer of the breast. So where to get sterol? It is written there. You can well see. Sterol can be obtained from cucumber skin, শসার ছাল. Cucumber skin contains sterols, and this sterol can prevent you from cancer colon and cancer breast. And you are just peeling out the skin from the cucumber and throwing it out. So my request is now, keep this skin of cucumber to take, because this skin of cucumber will protect you from cancer colon and cancer breast. Please remember, bigger and bigger areas are still left to be known other than your textbooks. And it is expanding. The knowledge is expanding, like expanding universe. You can well see the picture. Expanding universe. This is the picture of our galaxy. Our galaxy is known as Milky Way. Milky Way galaxy, you can well see in the season, in the winter season, from south to north, somebody is throwing one drum of milk in the sky. Like that, it is known as Chayapot or Milky Way, as it is known as. This is our galaxy, and we are residing within this galaxy. This universe is expanding, as Eddington said once. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Once again, knowledge is power. And we know exercise is to the body as reading is to the mind. So reading, and we take books. Bertolt Brecht, the great theatrical personality, once said, reach for the book. It is your weapon. Reach for the book. It is your weapon. So go for the books. Go for the books. These are the weapons. Two great men of India, observing their birth bicentenary, who showed the path of Renaissance in 19th century India. They are Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Akshay Kumar Datta. Both of them were born in the year 1820. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, বলার কোনো দরকার নেই, everybody knows. And of course, Akshay Kumar Datta, he was the pioneering figure of making a science city. The concept of science city or science center has been evolved from the writings and from the life history of lifestyle of Akshay Kumar Datta. Should we pay tribute to this great man today through this orientation program? My mother, I can always dedicate. He died at the age of 93 from 1922 to 2014. So thank you all. This is Medical College on my left side, and this is MAKAUT. I thank all the members of the MAKAUT today, not naming one by one, but all. And thank you, my very much respectable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shaikat Maitra. Thank you all, thank you all. অন করা নেই, ডক্টর বততী ঘোষ, অন করা নেই, সাউন্ডটা অন করা নেই।
Thank you, sir. Pratati ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Shankar Kumar Nath, for your valuable and highly informative speech, which we should all know, because in this situation, how to protect yourself. Prevention is better than cure. And you've said it, explained it to us very well. And now, students, assistant registers, Sri Anup Kumar Mukherjee will be taking you to a virtual trip to the main campus of a university at Haringata. Please stay with us patiently, because after that there's a announcement, a very important announcement that will be made. And so, Mr. Anup Kumar Mukherjee, may I request you to start the virtual trip of the with the main campus.
Thank you, Dr. Brutoti ma'am. Before I start the slideshow, sharing my screen, I would like to answer one query of one student, that whether we have this gym in our campus or not. I would like to inform the students that yes, we do have gyms in the university. We have two gyms, that is multi-gym facility in the boys hostel and one multi-gym in the girls hostel. Those are all fully operational. You will have all the latest this exercise gadgets and all, that is equipments and all. Here I will be taking you to a tour around the campus. You will hope you will all will enjoy. Ma'am, is it visible?
It hasn't
No, ma'am.
started as yet. It's not yet visible.
Okay.
Sir, kindly reshare it with the option share the sound of the system at the bottom left of application.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
It's opening up.
So it is not displaying, sir.
Yeah, it is coming up. Right, this.
Sir, we are still with the presentation mode.
Visible present, Prem?
Presentation mode is visible, sir. Video is not right now, sir.
Prem, visible?
No, sir. So kindly reshare the application that is opened with the video.
Just a minute, Prem. Prem, is it visible?
The PPT is on right now, sir. PPT is visible. So kindly go to the tool section, sir.
It is coming up.
Yes, sir. So is the video opened?
It's opening.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
can I tell you, sir? Sir, please select the first option, share the screen. So while sharing, please share the first option, share the screen. And at the bottom there is option share the sound,
Yes,
system
I'm,
sound also. First
this is
option
okay?
from the application and bottom there is a share sound choice.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
No, it is okay.
So sound is not coming, sir. So you have to select the sound option also.
The sound is there.
So we are not able to hear, sir. Sir, reshare it with the bottom left option while sharing you. While clicking the share screen option, you will find a option share system sound at the bottom right left side.
I've done the same thing here. Why it is not
So
coming?
click on the share screen. So first of all, check the option share computer sound, and after that click on the screen, and after that share button, sir.
I'm sending you the link if you can kindly do.
Please,
Why it is
You
not-
can
So
show
you
the
can also
video
continue.
and you yourself just
Yes, explain it.
explain the buildings and everything to them. I think that would also do.
I have said.
Okay. By the way, some questions have been raised regarding when the online and offline classes are going to commence. Students, I suppose most of you have been covered under the WhatsApp group by the departmental heads, and you have stepped into an university where you'll find the system of teaching and learning. It's a bit different from the ones you have all these years in schools and even in colleges. Now, I suppose the induction program has also started. And regarding physical presence, that will be starting.
Very good morning.
Okay, so first see the video.
Ma'am, it is audible and visible.
It was audible just now, but
Welcome
right
to
now,
Maulana Abul Kalam Azad
now it is
University
okay.
of Technology, West Bengal. In short, this university is also known as MAKAUT. The main campus of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology is standing on National Highway number 12. This university has got two campuses, one at Salt Lake and the main campus is at Simhat, Horinghata, Noida. MAKAUT. The name is sufficient for all to know the contribution of this university in the field of education. This university has 219 affiliated colleges under its belt. The main campus is spread across 40 acres of land, fully covered with diverse flora and fauna. This campus is a plastic and polythene-free zone. MAKAUT is also a no tobacco zone because we believe in healthy habits and developing the same in our students. The university is having 7 departments at its campus, namely the Computer Science and Engineering, Information Technology, Industrial Engineering and Management, Biotechnology, Bioinformatics, Management, and Natural Sciences. MAKAUT has got provision shops, cafeterias, mobile and laptop charging stations. The cafeteria and the provision shops are unique of its kind because they are made up of the discarded shipping containers. Those are beautifully designed and provide all the necessary items required for the students and the staffs. The cafeteria, which is named as Kariguri, Cafe Kariguri, is the most sought after place for all visitors. This cafeteria is very unique, not only for serving the visitors with delicious food, but also because of its unique design. We have more projects coming up like swimming pool, badminton court, ATM counters, synthetic volleyball courts and all. MAKAUT encourages all its students to participate in sports activities. All the students are being issued with bicycles. Lot many games, sports, activities are being conducted so that they develop sound mind and a sound body. We have 2 yoga instructors, 3 medical officers, 1 general physician, 1 gynecologist, and 1 counselor for the need of the students and the staff. MAKAUT is an abode of knowledge. we have both national and international students, and they are always proud to be a MAKAUTian.
Proud to be MAKAUTians.
Apart from the main building, we have made workshops very close to the nature. Those workshops are temporary structures equipped with all facilities, and those are very much loved by the students and faculties working in it. Each workshop is having 2000 meter square area of space. Workshops like mechanical workshop, food science and technology workshop, renewable energy workshop, and environment workshop are made adjacent to the main building. Provisioning of such more workshops is under process. We have gymnasiums with multi-gym facilities for both the girls and the boys' hostels. Throughout the year, we conduct many activities like inter-college drama competitions, chess competitions, science workshops, and seminars for the holistic developments of our students. Drawing, music, and acting is also being taught. The academic building has got labs of CSE, Computer Science and Engineering, and Information Technology labs. Each lab is equipped with sufficient number of computers for the students. It has got classrooms which all are equipped with smart boards facility. MAKAUT has got a street library apart from the main library. The street library is a unique of its kind because unlike other library, this is open 24/7. Here you can take books without being endorsed in the issue register. You can donate books or you can carry books permanently from here. This is a book lovers zone. It houses 300 plus books covering various subjects. The university has got 3D printing lab, robotics lab, language lab, audio video lab, and the latest addition is augmented reality and virtual reality lab. The community radio is also coming up. In the campus, this university has got all the labs equipped with modular furnitures. The labs, they have got latest equipments for the students. The students of this university, they find qualitative time in working in the labs. All the classrooms are equipped with smart boards. The faculties are masters in their subjects. Are equipped with chemistry labs, physics labs, cryogenetics lab, and all. Those all labs are equipped with modern furnitures. It is always a joy for the students to work in those advanced labs. To realize for its active. The university is extremely grateful to the government of West Bengal for its active help and support, which enabled the university to realize its dream of having an academic campus. And MAKAUT is always in pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for taking us to a virtual trip to the new campus at Harinkata, rather the main campus of the university. Now, students, certain questions you have raised, about hostel facilities. May I inform you that once the atmosphere is conducive for physical presence, the notice will be put up in the university website, and you'll be coming to know about it from your faculties also. And regarding students who have to get your document signed, please get in touch with your departmental faculties. They will guide you when register will be available in the campus to get your document signed. And now, okay, do we can get any scholarship right now? Once the system starts, right now we don't have any such educational scholarships. Okay, and now the final announcement: students who have taken the patience to be with us till the end will be receiving a mail, and there will be a feedback form. You have to fill up the feedback form, and after you fill up that form, you will be getting a certificate confirming your presence in the program. So in this way, your attendance in the program will be confirmed. Since many of you were asking, so how our attendance in the program will be confirmed. So may I let you know that through this system, you will be getting a certificate, and so your presence will be confirmed. And now, thank you, everybody, and especially to the students for being with us all this while, and to Dr. Shankur Kumar Nath for giving such an informative speech, and to the directors of the schools and to the officials who have been with us all this while. And thank you so much, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, also, for being with us all this while. So you've taken a lot of time from your busy schedule to be with us, and we are really grateful to you for that, sir. Now, sir, Professor Shibamar Dashgupta, do you have anything to say to the students or anyone from the panelists?
It's okay. Actually, it's already very late. So I can only say that we'll be meeting many more times with our students. And we will be, I think, all our directors, all our departments, each head of the departments, they will be, and the faculty members also will be interacting with them, from time to time. And they need not worry, and they will get all the informations and all the help from the university, and all the help from individual faculty members, directors, and staff members, and our officers. Okay, so they need not worry. They have selected the right university, and I once again congratulate them and welcome them to our university. Thank you very much.
Anyone else? And so I extend my thanks to the IQSC also, and especially director of the cell, Dr. Shomdata Chakraborty, for organizing this orientation program. And thank you, everybody, for joining this program, and the faculties also who have been present with us all throughout this program. Ma'am, do you have anything to tell us? Dr.
No, it's okay. I think we can conclude the session now.
Thank you so much. So good night, everybody, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.